Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to solve O-Levels Mathematics Paper 1 to May-June 2022. Question number 1. Work out 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 6. This is simple fractions, addition of fractions. Denominators must be equal for addition, and the denominator of first fraction is 3 and the denominator of second fraction is 6. We make the denominator equal multiplying by 2 numerator and denominator. This fraction will become 4 over 6 plus 1 over 6. The final answer should be 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 over 6 should be the final answer. Part B, 0.4 multiply 0.2. First of all, ignore the decimals. Multiply 4 by 2 is 8. Now place decimal. There is one decimal place in 0.4 and also one decimal place in 0.2. Total there should be two decimal places in the answer. The answer should be 0.08. Question number 2. Asha asked a group of students about their favorite fruit. The table and pictogram shows the sum of the results. Fruits: apple, banana, orange, melon, and frequency is 8. Here just look the key. One complete circle represents 4 elements. It means 4 people. It means one complete circle if represents 4. Then a half circle must represent 2 and a quarter circle should represent 1 and 3/4 of a circle must represent 3. This is the way to identify the key in pictogram. In apple there are 8 people. For 8 people there must be 2 circles. 4 plus 4. This is 8. In banana there are 3 circles, mean 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 12. In banana frequency must be 12. And in orange there are 5 people. 5 people mean one complete circle, that represents 4, and one quarter circle. There must be a quarter circle. And for melon this is 4 and this is 3/4. 3/4 represents 3. So total number must be 7. For melon the frequency is 7. Part 1 was complete the table and pictogram. We have already done this. And for part B, write down the mode. What do you mean by mode? Mode is most frequent number. The value with the highest frequency. In this case the highest frequency is 12. It means mode is banana. We can write the mode is banana. A and B are vertices of quadrilateral. Line L is the line of symmetry of quadrilateral. What do you mean by line of symmetry? Line of symmetry is a line that divides a figure into two equal parts. For example, there is a square and this is line of symmetry. Line of symmetry that divides this part into this part. And line of symmetry also is the line of reflection. Means if there is a quadrilateral means there is a four-sided figure. Four-sided figure that may be a square, that may be a rectangle, or that may be a trapezium, or that may be a rhombus or kite. Any four-sided figure is called quadrilateral. The line L is the line of symmetry, means this is a central line. This is a line of reflection. So the point opposite to B should be directly opposite to B, and other point is directly opposite to A, perpendicular and at the equal distance. A, B, C and D. These 4 points are the vertices of right angle triangle, vertices of quadrilateral. Now we can join these points to obtain the figure. This is the quadrilateral, and the line L is the line of reflection. The vertices of coordinates of C are 4, 2, and the vertices of coordinates of D are 3, 4. Question number 4. The temperature inside Luke's house is 18 Celsius and the temperature outside his house is 13 Celsius. There are two temperatures. Find the difference. How to find the difference between two values? The rule is to find bigger minus smaller equals to difference. Here the bigger value is 18 and the smaller value is minus 3. The answer should be 18 minus minus plus 3 is 21. Answer is 21. Luke's thermometer measure the temperature correct to the nearest degree. Nearest degree means nearest 1 degree. At midnight, the thermometer measures the temperature outside as minus 6 Celsius. Find the upper bound. How to find the upper bound? The nearest 1 degree you need to divide nearest 1 degree by 2. For example, if the number was nearest 10 degree, then you need to divide 10 by 2. The answer should be 5. In this case, nearest degree means nearest 1 degree. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Now this 0.5 should be added to this number. Minus 6 plus 0.5 is the upper bound, that is minus 5.5. If we want to calculate the lower bound, then this 0.5 must be subtracted from this number. The lower bound of the question should be minus 6 minus 0.5, that is minus 6.5. But in this question, the requirement for the upper bound, that is minus 5.5. The scale drawing shows the position of two villages A and B. The scale is 1 centimeter is to 2 kilometer. 1 centimeter is to 2 kilometer. What's the requirement? Find the actual distance between villages A and B. We need to find actual distance. First of all, you need to measure the distance on the paper, that is 9.3 centimeter. The distance between these 2 points is 9.3. I can draw the line. This is 9.3 centimeter. Then we need to convert this distance on the scale into the actual distance. 1 centimeter represents 2 kilometer. Then 9.3 centimeter must represent x kilometer, and we can cross multiply these numbers. Here x is 9.3 multiplied 2, 3 2 is 6, and 9 2 is 18. The answer is 18.6 kilometer. Then we need to find the measure the bearing of B from A. B from A means, first of all, we need to calculate north on A. North is already drawn. We don't need to further do anything. Then we move in the clockwise direction starting from the north. The angle is represented by this arrow. Now you can measure the angle by using your protractor. I can measure the angle using the tools provided in the software. The angle on x-axis is 17. This angle is 17 degree, means we can find this angle by subtracting 17 from 90. 90 minus 17 is 73. This angle is 73 and bearing is represented by 3 digits, so we can represent this 73 by 073. So question number 6 is Kabir invests 250 in saving account, means this is principal. The account pays simple interest at the rate of 1.5% per year. This is the rate of interest represented by capital R, and calculate the total amount of interest. We need to calculate I he will receive at the end of 4 years. This is time. The formula for interest in the formula for simple interest is I equals to PRT upon 100. Here P is 250, rate is 1.5, time is 4 years upon 100. So we can simplify these numbers by cancellation. 0 can be cancelled out with this 0, and 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. This decimal can be cancelled out by dividing by 10. The rule is put 1 below the decimal and place the number of zeros equal to the number of decimal places. For example, in 1.5 there is one decimal place, so we need to put 1 0. If there were two decimal places, we need to put 2 zeros. This is the rule. After placing 10, this decimal can be eliminated. Now 5 ones are 5, 5 3s are 15, and 2 ones are 2 5s are 5 ones are 5 5s are, and 5 3s are 15. $15 is the answer. Question number 7. The area of rectangle is 9 centimeter square and the area of triangle is 85 mm square. Means first of all we need to equate the units of the area. Area of rectangle is 9 centimeter square, means the area of triangle should be represented in centimeter square. To convert from mm square to centimeter square, we need to divide 85 divided by 10 square, because in conversion of area we multiply or divide by the number and then take the square of that number. 85 divided by 100, 85 divided by 100 is 0.85 0.85 centimeter square. What's the requirement? Calculate the shaded area. The total area of rectangle is 9. Area of rectangle is 9 and area of triangle is 0.85. This is 0.85 and the total area was 9. Means we need to subtract 9 minus 0.85. 9 minus 0.85, this is 9.00. We can carry 1, this will become 8 and this is 10. Then carry 1, this will become 9, this will become 10 and this is 9. 10 minus 5 is 5 and 9 minus 8 is 1. 8 minus 0 is 8. The answer is 8.15. The area of shaded part is 8.15 and the total area is 9. Question number 8. The diagram shows a pentagon. Pentagon means any 5-sided figure. Find the value of A. The sum of interior angle is sum of interior angles of any polygon is n minus 2 into 180. N is 5, 5 minus 2 into 180, that is 3 multiply 180. 18 3 is 54. This is 540. And the sum of interior angle, if we check these angles, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Sum of angles as represented by the figure is A plus 95 plus 110 plus 125 plus 65. Now we can add all of these numbers. 95 plus 110 is 205. 205 plus 125 is 330 plus 65 is 395. 395 and 395 should be subtracted on the other side. Here A is 540 minus 395. 540 minus 395 becomes 145. The answer of A is 145 degree. Question number 9. Shani makes a sequence of patterns using counters. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3. Complete the table in pattern number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the number of counter in first pattern is 5. We can also count these numbers using the pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is 5. And the number of counters in pattern 2 is 8, and the number of counters in pattern 3 is 11. What should be the number of counters in pattern 4? We can identify the numbers where the pattern is being followed. First was 5 and second column is 8. Number of counters in first pattern is 5 and the number of counters in second pattern is 8, means 3 is being added, and 8 to 11 is also 3 is being added, means in the next pattern the number of counters should be 3 plus previous number of counters, that is 14. Then 14 plus 3 is 17. The number of counters in pattern 5 should be 17. Find an expression in terms of n for the number of counters in pattern n. The formula for number of pattern is represented by Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term. Here 5 is the first term and n minus 1. D is the constant number that is added or subtracted. We represent this number by a common difference. D is common difference. We can also find this common difference by subtracting a term from the next term, that is 8 minus 5 is 3, or we can find 11 minus 8 is also 3. This is a constant number that is added to every term, so we place 3 over here. 5 plus 3n minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 plus 3n. The expression for nth term is 2 plus 3n. 2 plus 3n. You can also verify your answer. You can also verify your answer whether this expression is correct or not. If I place 3 at the place of if I place 3 at the place of n, the answer should be 11, and if I put 2 as n, the answer should be 8. This is verification. This is not required in the question. This is just verification for our own self-satisfaction. 3 into 3. 3 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11. It means our expression is correct. I'm repeating, this is not required in the question. This is just for self-satisfaction. Shani has 100 counters. She uses some of the counters to make pattern 20. She uses all the remaining counters to make pattern K. Find the value of K. First of all, we need to find how many counters she has used for making pattern 20. For making pattern 20, we are going to find how many counters she has used. T20 equals to 2 plus 3 into 20. How many counters are there in pattern 20? 23 is 60, 60 plus 2 is 62. It means she has used 62 counters for making pattern 20. How many counters does she have left after making this pattern? 100 minus 62 is 38. 30. There are 38 counters that are left over, that are remaining. Remaining counters are 38. Now she uses all the remaining counters to make pattern K. We need to find which pattern can she make by using 38 counters. The general expression is Tn equals to 2 plus 3n. She has 38 counters. We need to find the pattern K. 2 plus 3k. 2 should be subtracted on the other side. 36 equals to 3k and k equals to 12. It means she had made pattern 12. Bag contains red balls, blue balls and green balls. The ratio of red to blue is 3 is to 8 and the ratio of green is to blue is 2 is to 5. Work out the fraction of the balls that are blue. Here there are three values. There are three things, that one is red, blue and green. First of all, we need to find a continuous ratio, the ratio that relates all three values in the all three quantities in the single ratio. The method is to identify which quantity is repeated in both the ratios. In first ratio, blue is used. In second ratio, blue is also used. It means blue should be in the center of the ratio. Now place the values. Red to blue is 3 is to 8. 3 is to 8 and the green is to blue is 2 is to 5. Green is to blue. Green is 2 and blue is 5. This is the way to place these values. Now now multiply these values in this pattern. First of all, multiply 3, multiply 5. 3 5s are 3 5s are 15. Then multiply 8 5s are 8 5s are 40. And then 8 2s are 8 2s are 16. Now we can simplify these ratios as per requirement of the question. This part is compulsory. After performing this continuous ratio, we need to read the requirement of the question, what is required in the question. Work out the fraction of the balls that are blue. Blue balls are 40. Out of, what's the sum of these ratios? 40 plus 15 is 40 plus 15 is 55 plus 16 is 71. Total sum is 71. The ratio of blue balls is 40 out of 71. The answer is 40 out of 71. Question number 12. Write these numbers correct to three significant figures. Three significant figures, there is a decimal place, 0.00. The initial zeros, for example 0.0, this is not considered as significant. First significant is 2, other number is 0. The 0 after first significant figure is considered as significant figure. This is first significant, this is second significant, and this is third significant number. The answer should be 0.00204. By writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value. One significant means these number should be represented by one digit, and except one digit, all the number must be zeros. 3.93 can be represented as 4, then square root. Multiply 63.7 can be represented by 60, and 0.425 can be represented as 0.4. These numbers are converted into one significant figure. Now we can simplify these numbers. First of all, I'll remove the decimal, that is with 4. There are one decimal place in 0.4. So I'll put a 0 in numerator and decimal will be removed. The square root of 4 is 2 multiply 600 divided by 4. Now we can simplify these numbers. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, and 600 divided by 2 is 300. The answer is 300. Question number 13. Evaluate square root 9 multiply cube root of 64 whole square. First of all, we will simplify the bracket. Square root of 9 is 3, then cube root of 64 is 4, then we will take square. 4 3 is 12, 12 square is 144. The answer is 144. Write down an irrational value of n that satisfies this inequality. What are irrational values? Irrational values are the decimal places which are non-recurring and non-terminating. What do you mean by non-recurring? Means there are no repeated pattern of decimal. For example, 6.6666 or 6.3333 or 6.125. These are considered as recurring decimal, and non-terminating means the number will continue up to infinity. There are no fixed decimal places. The number doesn't stop at any point. So the simple way to identify some irrational number, there are some examples. For example, pi is an irrational number, and any other number, for example square root 2, square root 3, and square root of 7, means square root of prime numbers are considered as irrational number. In this case, we need to identify the number which are between 4.5 and 5.5. If we consider the first prime pi, that is irrational number, the value of this number is 3.142 and continues. This is not between these two numbers, so we can't take 3.142 or pi. The other number should be, I think, square root of 4, and square root of 4 is 16, and square root of 5 is 25. The number should be between 16 and 25. Any prime number between 16 and 25 will fall in this range. So I'll take square root of 17. 17 is a prime number. You can also take square root of 19, and you can also take square root of 23. So I'll take square root of 17. Write these numbers in order, the size of starting with the smallest. First number is 2000, second number is 0.002, other number is 2 multiplied 10 power minus 4. First of all, we need to convert all the decimal in all the numbers that are represented in standard form into decimal places so that we can easily compare the values. 2 multiplied 10 power minus 4 can be represented as 0.0002. 0002. 2 multiplied 10 power minus 2 is 0.02. So the smallest possible number is, the smallest number in this sequence is 0.0002. Then after this number 0.002, this is the third number, and this one is fourth. We can rearrange these numbers. In answer space, you need to write the original number, not the simplified number. 0.002, this number is just for our own satisfaction, that we can compare this number with the other number. In answer space, this number is not acceptable. This number is original. The numbers given in the original question are accepted. 2 multiplied 10 power, the second number is 0.002, and the third number is 0.02, and the fourth number is 2000. Part B. This is a calculation using the number in standard form. Means these numbers are represented in standard form. First of all, you must be clear about standard form, which numbers are in standard form and which numbers are not in standard form. For example, if I place a number that is 4.2 multiplied 10 power 6, is this in a standard form? Yes, this is a standard form because the number over here must be one digit number, means number must be between 1 and 10, but not included in 10. 10 is not included in this number. So this number should be one decimal place, one decimal place number, one digit number. This number should be one digit number. If there is a number that is 42 multiplied 10 power, I can take another number, 65.3 multiplied 10 power 8. This is not a standard form. For standard form, we need to place this decimal between 5 and 6. Decimal should be over here. This can be converted into standard form, 6.53 multiplied 10 power. This number is being decreased and power should be increased. There is a inverse relation between these two values. The number was 65. After moving decimal to the left side, the number is decreased. The power must be increased by 1. So now we are solving this question. I can place these number in fractional form. A multiplied 10 power minus 7 divided by 5 multiplied 10 power B equals to 4 multiplied 10 power minus 16. This question is a little bit different from other questions. Now first of all, we will divide these numbers. We can divide these numbers, a upon 5 should be equal to 4. This number can be simplified as a upon 5 multiplied 10 power minus 7 minus b, because in division the powers are subtracted. 4 multiplied 10 power minus 16. If we compare these values, we can find the value of a over 5 equals to 4. The answer of a is 20. If we place 20 over here, this number will be 20 multiplied 10 power minus 7, means this number is not in standard form. But in question, it was represented that this number is in standard form. Means there is something wrong. We need to adjust these values. I can rewrite this question by putting these numbers into fractional form. 1 over 5 can be represented as 0.2. So I can write 0.2a multiplied 10 power minus 7 minus 5 minus 7 minus b equals to 4 multiplied 10 power minus 16. This is minus 16. So we need to adjust the decimal place so that we can obtain the value of a, which should be a one digit number, so that these numbers can be converted into standard form. So I can write this, I can move this decimal place towards right. This will become 2a multiplied 10 power minus 7 minus b minus 1. Because this number is increased, so this power should be decreased. Minus 7 minus 1 is minus 8, or I can simply write this number as minus 8 equals to 4 multiplied 10 power minus 16. Now we can compare these values to find the value of a and b. Here 2a equals to 4. The value of a will be 4 over 2, that is 2. And for b, we can compare the values of powers of 10. For example, these numbers are 8 minus b should be equal to minus 6. Oh, this is not 6, this should be 16. This was 16. Minus 8 minus b equals to minus 16, and minus b equals to minus 8, b equals to, and b equals to 8. A equals to 2 and b equals to 8 is the answer. Question 15. Y is directly proportional to x minus 1 whole square. We can make a relation by writing this: y equals to k into x minus 1 the whole square. When x equals to 5, the y is 32. Y is 32 when x equals to 5. We can place 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 is 4 square is 16. 32 divided by 16 is 2. The value of k is 2. Now we need to substitute value of k in the first expression. Y equals to 2x minus 1 whole square. This is the expression between x and y, the relation between x and y. You can also call this is the equation that relates to x and y. Find the value of y when x equals to minus 2. We can put the value of x as minus 2. Minus 2 minus 1 is 3. 3 minus 3. Minus 3 squared is 9, and 9 to is 18. The value of y is 18. Rayon says each diagonal of quadrilateral is divides into two congruent isosceles triangle. Two congruent isosceles triangle. What do you mean by congruent and what do you mean by isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle means the triangle which have two equal sides and two equal angles as well. And congruent means two triangles which are equal in all aspects, means their sides are equal. First side equals to first side, and second side is equal to second side, and third side equals to third side. Draw the ring around each of quadrilateral in the list for which the Ryan statement is always true. The square. If there is a square, I can explain these numbers by drawing some figures. For example, this is a square. This can be broken into two parts, and these two triangles are congruent. For example, this and this are congruent and isosceles triangle because this side equals to these two sides are equal. So this is, and in case of rectangle, if we draw a diagonal, here two triangles are congruent but they are not isosceles triangle, so we will ignore this shape. In rhombus, if we draw a diagonal, then these two triangles are congruent and isosceles as well, so we will consider this shape. In parallelogram, the diagonal makes congruent triangles but these are not isosceles. In trapezium, there is no congruent or isosceles triangle, so we will ignore. And in kite, there are isosceles triangle, there are congruent triangle but not isosceles, so we will ignore this shape. The final answers are square and rhombus, so we will circle these two shapes, square and rhombus. Part B. AXB and CXD are straight lines. AXB and CXD are straight lines. X is the midpoint of AB, means if X is the midpoint, AX equals to XB. This is given information in the question. AC is parallel to DB. AC is parallel to DB. This is also marked. Show that the triangle AXC is congruent to triangle BXD. AXC and BXD. How to show that whether the triangles are congruent or not? There are some tests. There are 4 tests which are used to identify whether the triangles are congruent or not. The test for congruency. There are 4 tests, that is RHS, right angle, hypotenuse and side, SSS, SAS, side angle side, and angle side. If any one of the 4 tests is satisfied, then the given triangles are congruent. If the none of the test is satisfied, then the given triangles are not congruent. Here AXC is examined with BXD. So in the question we can identify that in AC is parallel to DB, means these angles are equal, alternate angles, and this angle is also equal to angle C equals to angle D. This is also alternate angle, and angle x equals to angle x, that is vertically opposite. We can perform angle side, angle and side. So the procedure to write is angle C equals to angle D. Angle C should be equal to angle D. We can write the reason, that is alternate angles, and other angle A equals to angle B. Angle A equals to angle B, this is also alternate angles, and then AX equals to BX. AX equals to BX, this is given information, hence AXC is congruent to BXD, and reason is angle side. Function fx is given, fx equals to 3x minus 7, and you need to find f inverse x. To find f inverse x, first of all, replace these values. Y equals to 3x minus 7, and now make this x make x subject of the expression. Y plus 7 equals to 3x, and 3 can be divided in on this side. 3 equals to x. The final answer is f inverse x is, this is the inverse of the question, and y must be replaced by x. X plus 7 divided by 3. So the answer is x plus 7 divided by 3. Question 19. Part A universal set is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and P is A, E, I, Q is F, G, H, I, J, R is C, D, E, F, G. Find P union Q. P union Q means you need to combine the elements of P and Q. Elements of P and P are A, E, I, A, E, I, and F, G, H, F, G, H, J. You don't need to repeat I. I is represented in I belongs to both P and Q, but I should be written only one time. The answer is, you can also write these number in alphabetical order: A, E, I, F, G, H, G. Find number of elements. N stands for number of elements in P complement intersection Q union R. First of all, you need to write the number of elements which are in Q union R. Q union R, you need to find Q union R. In Q union R, there are C, D, E, F, G, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total are 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think two of the elements are being repeated. F, G. F and G are repeated in both the sets. So total elements in Q union R are 8. So the number of elements in P complement, these elements can be represented by P complement, means everything in universal except P which are not in P. If we remove the elements in universal which are also in P, A, E and I are removed from universal, the remaining are B, C, D, B, C, D, F, G, H, F, G, H, and J. Now there is intersection between first answer, intersection between this and this. Intersection means common. Which elements are common in both? Common in both P complement and Q union R. B is not common, C is common, D is also common, F is also common, and G is also common, H and J. These are common elements, mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 elements which satisfy the given condition, so the answer is 6. So you don't need to list the elements because the requirement was n. N stands for number of elements. You just need to count the elements. Venn diagram is given. Use set notation to describe the shaded subset in the Venn diagram. We can use set notation. The rule to find the set notation is the shaded region is the intersection of A and C. So first of all, we can write A intersection C, and the complete B is excluded. B is not included in the shaded area, means other value is B complement. First answer is A intersection C and other answer is B complement, and now we need to join these two answers by the symbol of intersection, or whether there should be intersection or union between these two answers. The rule is, if the first answer in first answer there is something excluded, the answer should be intersection. But if there is something that is included in further, there is further addition of shaded area, then we will use universal. In this case, if we consider the area that is represented by A intersection C should be the area bounded by these two lines, this one and this one. But the area that is occupied by all three circles is not shaded, means this is excluded. If there is any exclusion, we will use intersection. So in answer there should be intersection. So we will write intersection over here. The final answer is A union C intersection, A union C intersection B complement. A, B, C and D are points on the circle. A, B, C and D are points on the circle, and ADB, find ADB. Find A, D and B. You need to find this angle. There is a relation between angle at the center and angle at the circumference. Angle at the center is twice, and angle at the circumference is half of the angle at the center. Means if this angle is 70, this angle should be half of 70, that is 35. So the answer is 35. You can also write the reason, that is angle at center is twice. Sometimes it is required in the question that you need to justify your answer. In this question there justification is not required, but if there is a requirement of the question, you need to write this statement, angle at the center is twice. The part B is find BCD, angle BCD. You need to find this angle. So this is a cyclic quadrilateral. The relation of this angle C and angle D are interior angles, means their sum is 180. In cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary, means their sum are 180. So first of all, we need to find this angle using this isosceles triangle. If this angle is 70, 180 minus 70 is 180 minus 70 is 110, and 110 divided by 2 is 55. This angle is 55, and this is also 55. So the complete angle is 55 plus 25, that is 55 plus 25, 70, 80. This complete angle is 80. So angle C must be 180 minus 180 minus 80, that is 100. So the answer of part C is 100. What should be the working for this question? First of all, we need to find angle OAB. OAB is 180 minus 70, then divided by 2, that is 55. Then we need to find angle DAB, that is 55 plus 25. DAB, that is 25 plus 55, that is 80. Then we will find BCD. BCD is 180 minus 80, that is 100. This is the working for this question. Question number 21. Factorize this expression. First of all, we will multiply the coefficient of x squared and constant, that is 6 4 is 24 minus 24. Now we will make the pair of these this number. The pairs are 1 into 24, 2 into 12, and 3 into 8. We can use this expression 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5, and 8 multiplied minus 3 is minus 24. So we can use this pair of values 4x square plus 8x minus 3x minus 6. 4x can be taken as common, x plus 2 minus 3 x plus 2 x plus 2 into 4x minus 3 is the final answer. X plus 2 4x minus 3. Part B, 16 over x power 6 power minus 1 over 2. First of all, we need to convert this negative sign into a positive. So we can reciprocate these numbers. X power 6 over 16 whole power positive 1 over 2. Now this number, this can be expanded. X power, if there is a power over another power, these powers must be multiplied. 6 multiplied 1 over 2 divided by 16 power 1 over 2. 2 ones are 2 threes are x power 3, and 16 power half is 4. So the answer is x power 3 divided by 4. Bag contains these 9 letters, these 9 letter tiles. New takes one tile from the bag at random. She notes the letter and then puts the tile back in the bag. Find the probability that she does not take letter E. Does not take letter E. How many E's are there? 1 and 2. There are 2 E's, means the probability of E is 2 over 9, but the probability of not E. How many tiles are which does not include E? There are 7 tiles. Not E is 7 over 9. So the answer is 7 over 9. New now takes 2 of the 9 letter tile at random without replacement. Without replacement means if first tile is taken, he will not replace that tile. The second tile will be taken out of 8 tiles. Find the probability that both tiles show the same letter. Same letter may be S on both the tiles or E on both the tiles. Same letter means if there is S on both the tile, or there may be E on both the tile. The probability of SS is first S there are 3 S, 3 out of 9, and second S is 2 out of 8 because the first tile was not replaced. And the probability of E there are 2 E's, the 2 over 9 multiply 1 over 8. The answer should be 3 to the 6 over 72 plus 2 over 72. The final answer should be 8 over 72, or you can simplify the answer. 8 ones are 8 nines are 1 over 9 must be the answer. Question number 23. The diagram shows a major sector of circle with center O. Major sector means the angle of the sector is greater than 180. The answer 360 minus 80 is 280. This angle is 280. The angle of major sector is 280 and the radius is 3 centimeter. The radius 3. Calculate the area of this sector. Give your answer in the form of k pi means you don't need to substitute the value of pi. Pi should be left as pi. The area of sector. What's the formula for area of sector? Area of sector is angle upon 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. Angle is 280. 280 upon 360 multiply 2 multiply pi multiply r is 3. Now we can simplify these numbers. Cancel 0 with 0 and 2 times table, this should be 14 and this should be 12. Then again by 2, 7 and 6. And this 6 can be simplified with 2 ones are 2 and 2 3s are 6 and 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. Answer is 7 and pi. 7 pi is the answer. Solve. There's a fraction on left side but there is no fraction on the right side. We can put the fraction. We can write 3 as 3 upon 1. Then cross multiplication. 2 minus 5x equals to 3 into 3x plus 10. 2 minus 5x equals to 9x plus 30. 9x can be transferred to the left side. Minus 5x minus 9x equals to 2 must be transferred on the right side. 30 minus 2 minus 14 x equals to 28 and x should be 14 2s are 28. Answer is minus 2. Expressed as a single fraction in its simplest form, this is a subtraction of fractions. First of all, we need to write the LCM, that is x minus 2 into 2x plus 1. First fraction 3 must be multiplied with 2x plus 1 and 5 must be multiplied with x minus 2. X minus 2 into 2x plus 1. 3 to the 6x plus 3 minus 5x plus 10. 5x plus 10. The answer should be 6x minus 5x is 1x or simply x, and 3 plus 10 is 13 over x minus 2 into 2x plus 1. This is the answer. You can place this fraction over here. Question number 25. OABC and OPQR are parallelograms. OABC and OPQR. A is the point on OP and C is the point on OR. A is the point OP and C is the point on OR. OA ratio OP is 1:4. Means if OA is 1, the OP is 4. OA is 1, complete OP is 4, means AP is 3. And the other side, OC is to CR, OC is to CR is 2:3. This side is 2, the CR should be 3. These are the given ratios. Find OR in terms of C. Find OR. You need to find OR. OC is 2/5 of OR. We can write OC is 2/5 of OR. OC is C and 2/5 of OR. 5 will be multiplied by C and 2 will be divided on the other side. The answer of OR will be 2. Answer will be 5C over 2. Find CE as simply as possible in terms of A and B. Find CQ. Find CQ means we need to find this vector. CQ means CR plus RQ. CR plus RQ. CQ is CR plus RQ. CR is 3/5 of OR. This is 3/5 and this is 2/5. CR is 3/5 of OR. CR is 3/5 of OR and RQ equals to OP. RQ equals to OP and OA is 1/4 of OP. OA is 1/4 of and AP is 3/4. We can simplify, we can calculate this on the side. OA is 1/4 of OP, or we can say that 4 times of OA. OA is A is 1/4 of OP and OP is 4A. 4 will be multiplied on the left side. OP equals to 4. We can replace this number by 4A. And OR can be replaced by the answer which we have found in the previous part. 3/5 of 5/2 C. So we can simplify these numbers by multiplying 5, cancel out by cancelling 5 with 5. 3/2 C, 3/2 C plus 4. A is answer. 3/2 C plus 4A. Part C, find the ratio of area of OABC is to area of OPQR. OABC, OPQR. Here is OABC and other is OPQR. And OABC and OPQR are not similar figures because in similar figures all the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. But if we consider, if we see The ratio of OA is to OP is 1 is to 4. Here the ratio is 1 is to 4. The ratio of OA is to OP is 1 is to 4, and OC ratio OR is 2 is to 5. 1 ratio 4 and 2 ratio 5 are not equal, so we cannot apply the area of similar figures. Hence, we can find the area by manual method. Area of parallelogram can be found by a simple approach, that is half into AB sine C multiplied 2. That was applied in trigonometry. Area of non-right triangles. So area of OABC over OPQR is area of OABC can be found by OA multiply OC into sine theta. Theta is represented by this angle. OA into OC into sine theta. OA OC sine theta. Theta is not given, but this will be cancelled out. Area of OPQR can be found by OPOR sine theta. OPOR sine theta. Sine theta will be cancelled out. Here OA is A and OC is C. Where OP, we have found OP in the previous part, that was OP. I think OP is 4A. OP is 4A and OR is 5C upon 2. 5C upon 2. Now we can simplify these variables. A is cancelled with A, C with C, 2 ones are 2 twos are, and 5 to the 10 is the answer. 1 over 10, that is 1 ratio